Well, very 2019 energy coming from this, but tensions between the United States and China are back in the news. A face to face meeting in Anchorage, Alaska happened yesterday for more. Let's bring in Yahoo Finance's Jessica Smith, who's got more on the first meeting between the Biden administration and the Chinese government, which apparently was off to a rocky start. Jessica, give us the details.
Yeah, Brian, a very rocky start. What was supposed to be a photo op that lasted a few minutes of opening statements turned into a very public spat. First, the U.S. gave its opening statement, Secretary Blinken outlining the concerns that the U.S. has about economic coercion, about cyber attacks, about China's actions in Hong Kong, in Taiwan, in Xinjiang. And then China responded. And Chinese officials gave a very lengthy response, accusing the U.S. of hypocrisy, saying that the U.S. should not interfere in China's internal affairs, saying that the U.S. should worry about its own human rights problems, that Americans don't have confidence in democracy, so the U.S. needs to change its image. And at that point, they were going to go behind closed doors to have their session. But Secretary Blinken stepped in and said, since you gave such a lengthy response, I'm going to have a little more to say too. And at that point, he responded to all of the allegations that the Chinese officials put forward there. And he said that he's been talking to allies around the world. You remember he just got back from a trip to Asia where he met with South Korean officials, Japanese officials. And here's what he had to say about that.
What I'm hearing is very different from what you described. I'm hearing deep satisfaction that the United States is back, that we're re-engaged with our allies and partners. I'm also hearing deep concern about some of the actions your government is taking.
He went on to say that it's never a good bet to bet against the United States. The State Department, U.S. officials said that China was set on grandstanding and public theatrics there instead of substance. The talks are set to continue in Alaska today, so those will be happening behind closed doors, but we'll see what we hear from the State Department and the White House as these talks wrap up.